Morning gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be using a brand new product that I've not used before, not even taken it out of its packaging. It's one that many of you should be familiar with, and you'll see it in many chemists around the UK, probably abroad as well, and it is Ingram's. Yes. Now, I've never tried it before. It's one of my first tube creams in a long time. So I thought I'd do a little video on it. So I picked it up yesterday with no real expectations other than the fact that I know it's a bit of mentholated cream, and I just fancied buying something new while I wait for my new Phoenix and Bow soaps to come through. Anyway, what they say about Ingram's is a superior quality lather shaving cream which lubricates your face better than foam to give you a smoother and closer shave than you've ever experienced before. That will remain to be seen. But this bit interests me. The formulation contains menthol, which stimulates the beard, making it much easier to cut and leaves your face feeling cool, smooth and refreshed. Now, smooth, cool and refreshed, I get that. Stimulating the beard? Not quite sure what they're implying there. Anyway, simple instructions. Wash face with warm water, leave face moist. Love that word, moist. Lots of people don't. Apply a small quantity of cream to a wet brush. Gently brush into lather and shave. Experience quality shaving. So we're gonna deviate slightly. We're gonna put them into a bowl. I like bowl lathering. Now, as you can see, brand new tube, never been opened. So we're gonna open it and see what's inside. So we'll consider this a first impressions video. So the box is nice. It's a simple, easy to spot package on the shelf. The tube, simple toothpaste-like tube, which I shall have to be careful of because I'm pretty sure my stepdaughter might confuse this for toothpaste, even though it says shaving on it. So yeah, simple, traditional tube, nice metal tube. Always got a date stamp, date of manufacturer, 13th of May this year, 2016. Simple twist-off lid, no foil seal to worry about. Not really getting any scent off of it up front, but then again it's only in the tube. We'll see, we'll see. So, tools of the trade today are obviously the Ingram's cream. We're going to be using the Razor Rock Bazooka with a brand spanking new Astra Superior stainless blade in there, first shave today. And because it's a new cream and I like to figure out the idiosyncrasies of every soap and cream for the first time in a bowl, shaving room bowl. And last piece of the puzzle is my Cadman 26mm silver tip knot brush. So what we're going to do, take the lid off the old cream, into the bowl I'm going to put a squidge of cream, generous portion of cream, probably about the size of an almond ish, depending on where your almonds come from and if they've been bred for size, shall we say. I don't know. Anywho, so that's that. There's something there, almost, it's a clean smell. I'm not detecting anything in particular. Just a clean smell. Anyway, let's see how it lathers. So we have one of my 26mm silver tip Cadmans. Just squeeze out the majority of the water because I don't know how it's going to behave. And we're just going to proceed to lather. Yes. Oh, hang on, there we go. There's a bit of a scent coming on, so I'm just tilting the bowl back up a bit because the water's dripping out. It smells like washing up liquid. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and again it depends on the particular brand of washing up liquid you may use, but either way, I'm not sure on that scent, I'll be honest. But for £1.75, if I don't like it, I can binny pass it on to someone who might like it. We'll see. There's a definite detergent smell going on there. As for the lather, Well, it's loading up in the brush okay. It's not mounting yet. I'm going to add some water in a minute just to see how it goes. I mean, it says a dense lather so far. There's no bubbles to speak of. And now it's starting to come out of the brush as I bring the brush up the sides. Yeah, it's pretty detergent-like in the brush and off. So, add a few drops of water. Let's see how we go. Let's have initial scented impression. Yeah. Not sure, but we'll see if it shaves well. You never know, it might have a few redeeming qualities, but later on down the line. As for quantity of lather produced, I mean the brush has got most of it. From a fairly generous portion of cream, that's quite disappointing, I think. But again, it's £1.75, so if I get 10 shaves out of the tube, 17.5 pence a shave. It's not too bad, I suppose. Could be better, we can talk, but we'll see. I reckon I'll get more than 10 out of that, absolutely. But the scent is, yeah, it is what it is. It's not great, I'll be honest. I think it's probably the first product I've bought or been given to try, in this particular case bought, that I don't like the scent of. It's a shame, it's a real shame, because it gets a lot of love on the forums and shaving groups, so I suppose everyone's nose is different, and that's why it's subjective. You can't please everyone all the time. Okay, so the brush is loaded full. We've got a reasonable amount left in the bowl. There's enough in the bowl, at least for a pass, but I'm going to add a little more water. Let's see what we get. So, whilst I whip this up, today's a special day. It's my daughter's 10th birthday, so happy birthday, Bethany. Daddy loves you lots, I'll see you soon. It's also a foggy day. Weather's not that great here in Stoke-on-Trent, home of the Potteries and the Potters, if you follow football. I don't. Wrong shaped ball for me. The mighty Saracens of my team. Proper game. Anyway, so yeah, 10th birthday for my daughter. It's hard to believe that 10 years ago she was born kicking and screaming into this world, and yeah, it's the first time as a grown person that I cried. Yeah, I don't mind admitting it. I sort of held her in my arms for the first time and fell to the floor onto my knees in the corner, crying my little eyes out. And she's brought me joy every day since. So happy days. Happy birthday again, Beth. So, yeah, I think I need to show you this. So we've added probably about half a tablespoon of water. Brush is loaded full, you can see. Not a huge amount left in the bowl still. But the scent, definitely detergenty. Let's see how she shaves, shall we? I'm going to knock some out, I don't want to send it flying all over the bathroom. So I mean, look at the lather in there. It's not a bad lather on the face of it. It's pretty reasonable. Could be better, but it's a cheap shave cream. Now, I've already hot toweled my face and a bit of an exfoliation, a bit of lather. Let's get them. It's not looking very promising. Okay, the menthol's there. It's a little bit, but it's not very thick on the face, despite the appearance of the lather. Let's grab a little more. Not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. So that suggests to me one of two things. It's either not a great product or I just need more of it to mix the lather. We'll see. So let's give it a shave with the Razor Rock and the Astra. See how she performs, because at the end of the day, if it performs well, it gives a rat's about how it looks. Okay. Not bad, I'm going to say. There's a good amount of glide there. It's certainly holding its own and doing better than the first impression of how the leather looked certainly gave. Yeah, okay. So, once you get past that detergent smell and the appearance of the lather, it actually performs alright. So, let's see. So you see, it almost looks like it's completely disappeared under here. But it hasn't. It's there. It's just very thin. Okay. Menthol is obvious. It's there. Stronger than Paraso. Not as strong as Denali. In terms of how it shaved, I mean, it shaved okay. There was acceptable glide. There wasn't what you'd call overwhelming levels. Cushion, well, the thickness of the lather would indicate there's not an awful lot. But it shaved smooth enough. Yeah, interesting. So, let's lather up for the second pass. So the way the lather sits in the bowl is kind of, I don't know, it just looks different to everything else. It's almost like it is a thick detergent, you know. It's those kind of bubbles that you get from Fairy Liquid and the likes. I mean, this lather is awful, actually. The lather is genuinely not good at all. In fact, look. That's, I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's That is disappointing. So I think what I'm going to do, because of the rate that it was disappearing and seemingly thinning out even in the bowl, I mean that's thinning very badly. I'm not sure I want to shave the second pass, I'll be honest, so what I'm going to do is something I've not had to do before with any product, is I've emptied my bowl into the sink, empty bowl. I'm going to try a different brush because I wonder, is it the badger hair soaking up 10 tonne of the product? So we're just going to go straight into the pot. Same sort of size again, but to stimulate using more product for a large amount of lather, I'm just going to use less water. And I'm going to use a synthetic brush, a small knotted Body Shop synthetic brush, which, let's face it, it'll do the job. I mean, you can see on my face, the lather's cold, I'm just going to wash it off. But with a very sharp blade and going across and against the grain, I wouldn't be happy with that. Not one bit. So that's wiped off. I'm just going to dip the brush in the water, wet the tips, bowl. And away we go. Let's see. I'll be honest, this isn't much better. Not for me. I mean, yes, the lather's a little bit thicker in the bowl, but not really massively. I think, ladies and gents, I may have my first dud product, which would be a shame because I wanted to like it, because I like menthol. Let's see what we get just from okay. I'm always happy to be proven wrong, that looks a lot better. A lot better. Okay, I may have to revoke my dud product statement there. Let's see what we get. So, across the grain, chaps, as best we can go. So maybe this is a small knotted synthetic type product. And one may need just a bit more product to get it working. Now they don't really say on the packet use a given type of brush or how much to use, which I think might be a problem for me. I think you should, if you know the best way to use a product, tell people. You really want people to get a good experience of your product. You don't want them sort of going in like I just did with my first pass in a big badger and finding it disappointing and then just wanting to throw the product. If you know, like I found with the Pall Mall barbers, they said a small knotted synthetic brush is the best way to go, and they're right. And I got the best experience from that, and I think Ingram's probably need to take note of something like that and suggest the best way forward with the product. Just a little hint there from me. So, any other cleft chin people. Annoying. To shave anyway, especially across the grain. Against the grain and with it, not so bad. And back to the cream, the menthol is much more obvious now. Much more obvious. Now that's not bad. Not bad. Definitely one to figure out the foibles. Don't bowl lather unless you're going to use lots of products, and a small knotted brush, ideally synth. I suppose that's why it pays to have a few brushes in your arsenal. So let's just touch water, because that was a little thick and it was beginning to clog the blade ever so slightly, so I've just added a little water. Okay. There we go. It shows that the £7 Body Shop synthetic brush works with the Ingrams. It works quite well by the looks of things. I'm not a fan of face lathering with this brush, I will admit. It's a bit springy in the bristles, but as a painter it's great, but as a swirler not so much. So on we go with the third and final pass. Now this is where I will see how well it performs, particularly here and here. Let's see. Not too bad. I have a new blade video curse of a little weeper. Okay, not too bad under there. And definitely better, slightly wetter for clogging, because, well, there is none now. And one more. One more little weeper. A couple there actually. Interesting. So, 3 passes complete. And let's see what we get. Let's just wipe off. Okay, so we now have a couple of weepers. And to be fair, going against the grain on a I always forget the name of that part of the body. It's got a fancy name, I forget. Top lip is the easy way. Anyway, a couple of unpleasant weepers there, so I'm just going to rinse off and see where we get. So back in a second. So I've got a cold towel, and that is not a pretty sight. That's really not a pretty sight. Now, I don't get that kind of weeping with any other soap. I mean, it didn't present itself as painful during the shave, but obviously something's gone on there. I'm not overly happy with that, I must say. So could have started off in the first pass. I'm just going to wet the alum block and give it a whirl. There, that should sort it, hopefully. So, whilst I bleed ever so slightly out of my face, I'll give you a bit of a review of the first shave with Ingram's. I'm going to put it back in its tube. Ingram's. The right way up. There we go. So that is that. That was my first shave with Ingram's. First impressions, well, from bowl lathering and a big knotted badger brush, it does not create a great lather. In its defence, it doesn't say how much to use. In my defence, I suppose. But it does say straight to a wet brush. It doesn't say what kind of brush, how much to use, or anything like that. So I would hope Ingram's might take on board that they might need to suggest a small brush, might need to suggest how much product to use, just to give you a bit of an idea, because let's face it, you want a good shave out of the product, you want the best way to use it. They suggest into a brush, why not go a bit step further and say how much. As for the glide, it worked okay. There was enough glide, there wasn't masses to write home about, it wasn't really lacking, so okay points there. Cushion, first shave with the first pass using the badger brush, not a lot at all, because it was very thin, not a great lather. Second pass, third pass into the small knotted synthetic brush from the Body Shop, much better, because you saw the lather difference. It was night and day. There was actual lather, not just thin dissipating fluid. Post shave remains to be seen. Performance during the shave, as we saw, had some weepage going on here and here. Not great. Could be the first use of the blade, because I always seem to get a small weeper, never anything like this, but will remain to be seen. Scent. Well, the detergent smell kind of puts me off a bit. There's no mention of anything in the list of ingredients. No, nothing in there to suggest a scent at all. But the menthol is quite obvious a little bit later on in the shave, so after the first pass. Yeah, so we can still see weeping, not great. I'll give it another couple of goes, just to see if it is, just like I say, the first use of that blade, or indeed if it is a shortcoming of the product. But overall, first impressions not brilliant. Like I say, I'll give it a fair crack of the whip, try some different razors, you know, the same razor blade combos today as well, just to see if it's a rough edge on the blade from the first shave. We'll see, and I'll report back next weekend with a final thoughts video. So gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, apart from the blood, because I don't like that either, I'd appreciate your likes. If you find it informative, likes would be great for that as well. And if you really like what you see and want to see more, give it a big old subscription and let me know, and I'll give you a subscription back. So gentlemen, thank you for watching this morning. This has been Ingram's. I've been me, and I will catch you later. Bye.